Good morning, Falcon faithful, and welcome to the Coach Will Talks Sports. I'm Coach Will, and thank you for watching. Today, we're going to talk about the wide receiver room that the Falcons have this year, and what can happen after the draft. But we're going to go over the guys who were there before the draft. But first of all, I want to thank everybody that has supported me and to continue to support me. And I would like to thank the people that are watching to come on and join me and support me also. I can only get better. And with you guys' support, I know I will get better. So at the bottom, you can subscribe, like, and share my content. But the main thing, I'd like you to leave me a comment. That can only show me what I'm doing wrong or what I can improve in. But without that being said, let's get started in this video. All right. The first thing I want to talk about exactly is the guys that we have in the wide receiver room. We have a 6'5", 230-pound wide receiver, Alden Tate. He's been in the league. This is going to be his fifth year coming in the league. And he's played the last 4 years in Cincinnati. He's played in about 35 games. 2 touchdowns, 799 yards, and like 61 catches. He's a guy that would try to get the ball in the air. He's one of those guys that's going to be good for the red zone, or we need that first down. He can go up and get it. He's almost like the guy we had last year. What's his name? The wide receiver who just left for Jacksonville. But anyway, Alden Tate is the first guy I want to talk about. He's a good wide receiver, and he has good hands. And the next one, a little shorter, but he's fast. He's a speedster we have here. And these guys are in no order of depth chart or whatever, but these are the guys that I have on my list right here. Is Demir Bird, 5'9", 175-pound speedster. This is going to be his 7th year coming into the season. He was drafted by Carolina in 2016. And the best year he's had was when he was with the New England Patriots. That's when he produced a lot of yards, which is 47 yards, 47 catches for 600-some yards. And that was when he was in New England. Like I said, he's a speedster, and need to get open, he can get open. After that, we got Amadeus Zakia. He was with us last couple of years. He was an undrafted free agent out of Virginia. And he's another guy who got some speed, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid to go across the middle. And he can get open if, with the right situation. He's a pretty good player too. Yeah, he's another guy. Like I said, he's been with the Falcons for the last couple of years out of Virginia. He had 3 touchdowns last year, 31 receptions, 406 yards, with a not the best wide receiver group, but he will be okay in 2022. He's get more playing time, I think. So we brought in another guy this past year on another 1-year contract. Daryl Hodges started the pro with the Los Angeles Rams. Last year he was with the Detroit Lions, and he hasn't got all the opportunity to play either. He's like a 6'2", 205-pound wide receiver who also has good hands and not afraid. Afraid of contact. Not a lot of touchdowns in his career. But one thing you can say, whenever he catches the ball, his average reception is like 14.3 yards a game. Well, per catch, actually. I'm sorry, per catch. So that's something. He's a possession guy. So we know if we can throw the ball to him, 14 yards is on the average that he's going to get. That's his whole career. He hasn't, like I say, played in 55 games. Don't have a lot of receptions. Got 30, and don't have a lot of yards. But he will get the opportunity here in Atlanta to do what he can do. And like I say, he's not afraid of contact, and he has very reliable hands. Next guy in the room is Frank Darby. Don't know much about Frank. You know, we drafted from the Falcons last year. I think he had one reception the whole year. Not a lot to look at. He was low on the depth chart. I don't know if he knew the playbook or whatever, but for him to get more playing time, he needs to know the playbook. And I think he has a good chance of playing a lot more this year once he gets that playbook down. And this other guy, he's an undrafted free agent out of Rice. He was on the 90-man roster last year. He was cut before the last cut. So don't know much about him, but you know, he's trying to make the 53-man roster, which I don't know. I can't say he's gonna make it, but we got to just wish him luck. But the main issue here is that I think the Falcons need more depth. And with that being said, if they get into those guys who I think could be a difference for the Falcons. So we're gonna put up the first guy here. I hope my volume stays up. I'm not sure, but we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna see what we got. First guy I want to talk about here, who has a good chance on being drafted next year. Well, next couple of weeks. It's this guy right here. You know, Drake London, wide receiver out of USC, 6'5", 220 pounds. You know, don't have that speed, but he's very physical when he gets the ball in his hand. So he's going to make contact. He's going to try to run you over and get those extra yards also. I didn't know it was college, but, you know, we don't know what he can do in the pros. So he's going to get the opportunity to show that. Okay, so Drake London, the first person. Next person we got here is another wide receiver. Like I said, we're going to go to all the wide receivers. This guy here is Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. Has the speed, can separate, has good hands, and he has no fear. He would adjust to the ball. If it's in the air in his area, he's going to try to get it. So, you know, with that there, Jarrett Wilson's another guy that looks good in the Falcons uniform. But, you know, in time will tell. All right. We're going to go to a couple of guys, not a lot of them. We're going to go to a couple that I see to be a good fit for the Falcons. All right. This guy right here. This next guy here is Treylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas, 6'3", 225. With decent speed, and he's very physical. Has good hands, you know. To watch him play this year, you know, Arkansas was okay, but he was the person that Arkansas depended on. And he will go up and get the ball also. Like I said, he has decent speed. And he gets open, he's going to break away from you. So Treylon Burks is another good pickup. The Falcons. He was pretty high on the Falcons board early in the draft talks. Well, at least what everybody say he was. But, you know, he's a good person that can come in and make an impact for the Falcons also. Next person is Jameson Williams. I know I screwed up this last name, spelling it right there. Probably could have corrected it, but I didn't. But James Williamson. So, yeah. Another wide receiver out of Alabama. This is going to be a good player for the Falcons if he's drafted. But, you know, me and my Alabama players, I'm not keen on Alabama wide receivers anymore. Yeah, there we go. Oh, still forgot an eye, but that's okay. But yeah, he's another 6'2", 189 pound, fast. Got hurt back in the championship game against Georgia. You know, but he has that speed and he has good hands. So, and next person, got about one or two more people, I think. But this guy right here didn't play much, but he's a game changer, I think. This guy here, George Pickens, wipes you out of Georgia, 6'3", 200 pounds, is a highlight film waiting to happen. I think he's fully recovered from the injury he had back in the spring of 21. And ball in his hand, if it's up in the air, he's going to get it. You want those spectacular catches? This is a guy that I think who will be able to do it. So George Pickens out of Georgia is one of my guys that I would like to see Atlanta pick up. He's my number one guy I think they should pick up. He's a game changer, I think. All right, we're down to my last guy here. Right here. Last guy here is Sky Moore, wide receiver, Western Michigan. Good hand, good speed, has no fear. And he's going to make contact, and he's going to keep moving those legs. So he's the last guy who I think can be an impact player. He's one of those not too talked about, but he's the guy I think that could be a changer. He doesn't have super speed, but 4.44 I think he is, which is good speed, excellent speed actually. So we can pick up Sky Moore. It will help because his hands are legit. And yeah, so all these guys right here, those are my guys. I think Atlanta has a great chance, to change that wide receiver room. But that's more guys that's deep in the draft. Like I don't have other pictures and stuff. The kid out of Clemson, can't think of his name right off. I had him down, but there's a couple guys back in the third and fourth round that we can pick up. So, but with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, like the content here we have here. If you don't like it, that's fine. But leave a comment and tell me why you don't like it. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Look out for my next video. Rise up and go Falcons. Thank you.